Hey there, Soulshines. It's Michelle here, and it's a creative expressions video. In creative expressions, we talk about finished objects, works in progress, what's happening with the channel, life updates, and anything else I feel inspired to share with you. There are always chapter links below, and I link patterns to different things. This up here, oh, looks like we're gonna have fun lighting stuff today. That's awesome. That up there is always linked down below. And then this sweater today, I can't remember what it's called. I know it's from Drops, but I will link the pattern for it down below. This was very fun to knit and get to wear my first knit for me sweater. The only other sweater I had done before that was one when I was first learning. I had learned how to make a baby sweater flat, but that was years ago. Like, when I first got married, I tried knitting and I really enjoyed it, but I was having a baby and life happened and I didn't pick it up again. And then a few years, like probably 10, 15 years later, I tried it again, and I must have tried a different technique because I was like, this is horrible. I hate this. I don't like it. And then maybe a year later, I tried it again. I made dishcloths those 2 times. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then the other thing that was going on with that is my mom was a knitter, and my mom, she kind of had a worth issue. She didn't feel like she was worth much, and it really bothered her how fast I picked things up. Like, I learned things really quickly. And so there was a part of me, consciously and mostly subconsciously, just choosing not to do knitting because I didn't want her to feel bad because she didn't knit often. Oh my gosh, seriously, what is going on with the lighting? And then on sorry, I had to check something really quick. Then on my watching the lighting is very crazy. Then a few years ago, I decided I wanted to be a grandma for Halloween. And in order to be a grandma for Halloween, I had to have knitting needles. And so I was working up a scarf and just like, okay, I'm going to remember how to do this. Now, here's what I discovered then. That I tried continental, because everybody says if you are a crocheter, you should knit continental because you hold your yarn in the same hand. That actually screwed me up, and probably be because I am a crocheter, because I couldn't hold the yarn the same way. And so it was really confusing me, and plus then my tension was so tight and I couldn't knit. It was just like, it hurt to do it that way. And so then I tried the English style of the throwing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier, and I enjoyed it. I fine-tuned my technique, and my technique is a combination of throwing and the lever style. In a lever style, they put the needle like this, and then they hold it, and then most of the work is done with this hand, and then they just like flip over here. You can't see it. Hold on. I don't know if I can do that. So you hold it here, and you like kind of go whoosh, whoosh. Only you're not shrunk, you're just going whoosh, whoosh. This hand's going. Anyway. Lever style knitting is very fascinating, but like, I couldn't figure out the underneath. I don't know if it's because of the size of my hands or whatever, but I hated all the fabric there. So I hold mine, I got a thing right here. I hold my knitting needle. How do I hold it? I hold it like this. I have my yarn over, and then I just like flip, 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 kind of a flip thing. So yeah, anyway, alrighty, because that was a ramble. I was talking about knitting my first sweater for me. So yeah, once I started that Halloween knitting, I just took off and I haven't turned back. I learned how to knit socks. I've knit my sweater. I've knit some other things. In fact, both of my finished objects today are knitting. So let's just move into finished objects. Okay. So here we go. Isn't that so awesome? I got the little green sleeves. I picked green buttons. It's just so cool. I just really hope that my grandson, his parents, I hope they love this. My grandson is 4, so he probably will. The yarn used for this, I don't have the things close by. Anyway, the yarn used for this is a Cotton DK boucle yarn. The yarn comes from Hobby Lobby, but I do not believe they have these colors in it anymore. This color here is Fog. This color is Sage. So it's a 3-weight yarn, 100% cotton, and it is a beautiful finished object. I'm so proud of this. I'm so excited. So that is one thing. Now I gotta move on and start the other. I'll talk about that when I talk about other projects in just a minute. So I've got that done, and I'm super excited. And of course, the link will be below, and what I'm wearing link will be below, and this back here. If you want, today I'm gonna put Millie, the temperature snake, down below. She is amazing. I chose not to do a tongue for this one, but there is a pattern for how to do it, and I did a tongue for my grandkid snakes. This one is done in 1-weight yarn, and then my grandkid snake is done in worsted. So they look very different, but they're really fun. Anyway, random. I am very random today. You know, I'm recording this on Sunday. I don't usually record on Sunday, but I really wanted to do this video. And so I'm recording, then I have to edit, and then I have to upload it all so you guys can have it tomorrow morning. It's going to be a busy Sunday. Anyway, finished object. So I've got this Vortex shawl is off. It is bound off. All the ends are woven in. That's what the back of the work looks like. That's the front. It is beautiful. I'm also pretty much disappointed because it's only this way. So, you know, I guess I could do a babushka kind of thing. But that's pretty much what I got. There is enough material to do some kind of a head thingy. Hold on. I'm going to get this. I kind of fold it down like this, and I get more of the pattern showing. But that it's like too small to really do around the shoulders. I mean, it does stretch, so if I wanted to pin it here, I could wear it around my shoulders. We'll see. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to put it on the back of my chair. Give me a second. So that's what it's going to be. Probably. If not all the time, and at least it will live there for a while. But anyway, it's done. I was running out of yarn. Do I have my yarn? Yeah. This is what I have left. I was worried about running out. I didn't know things. And after I got going on the edge, I was like, seriously, I could have done that edge on any number of stitches as long as I could divide it evenly somehow. Because basically you did 4 stitches and then you did a picot. I could have, like, if I could have divided it by 3 stitches, I could have done 3 stitches in a picot. I changed the size of my picot because their picot did a 4-stitch picot and I did a 3-stitch picot. You're not gonna be able to see that, but yeah, I changed the size of my picot, and I was like, I could have, for how the picots are just turning in anyway, and they just don't fold out. It has been blocked, but because there's so much elasticity in this yarn, you wouldn't even know it. But I could have done it without picots. I could have done it, changed my spacing between them, and I'm just kind of a little frustrated with that. But honestly, I could have gotten maybe 2 rows with what's left. So I would have only gotten, if I was able to get 2 rows, I'd probably get about another inch of width because of the 2 rows going on both sides. So really, I'm thinking I might see if I can make like a little kerchief thing to wear on my hair for this, just to use this, but we'll see. That's kind of neither here nor there. So yeah, those are my finished objects, and I did things written down, and I have things on my Notions dashboard. So let's talk about projects that I'm going to start and whips, things that are going in plans. Okay, so I have this bag here. This bag that it's a bigger version of this bag. This one, I got them from Lori the Armchair Chef. She sent them to me. And then I have this yarn. It's Karen Simply Soft Marled. Okay. So this, I have a whole bunch of these, and I'm going to be casting on a sweater for my granddaughter. Hopefully I get that cast on this week, but it's kind of waiting on another project I will tell you about in a second. So that's that project. A whole bunch of things that are on hold. I need to put this one into, this one is finished. Oh, tithing hat. Let's talk about the tithing hat. So, last time I did a tithing. My hat had 2 colors that I did the, what is it called? Helical. This time, oh, I've lost some stitches here. Hold on. Anyway, this time I'm doing 3 colors. So I have the blue, and there's a gray, and there's this cream color. So I'm doing 3 colors in my stripe. So this is how much white cream, where is it? There's just this little bit, so I don't know how far that will go. And then there's about, it's a similar amount of a gray. I figure I'll go till one of the colors ends, finish up my stripe thing, and if the hat's not big enough, then I will just keep going with the blue. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. I might be able to finish it today. With so much going on today, I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so that was pretty fun. I started, I'm going to put a picture up here of Periwinkle from Tinkerbell It's a winter fairy. It's like Tinkerbell's twin sister or something like that. And I have this color of yarn here that I am in the process of making a slipper. I am in the process of designing this slipper myself, so it has been quite the adventure. We will see if it turns out. I wanted to do a knit slipper instead of a crochet. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So, but anyway, I thought the color would be, I'll put it up here again next to the picture. Thought the color would be very good for slippers for my daughter. When I finish the slippers, which hopefully will be this week, then I will cast on my granddaughter's cardigan. So the slippers were promised to my daughter quite a while ago, and I just want her to be able to have them, since when the air conditioner is on, it blows on the feet in the kitchen, so it's hard to be in there without slippers. And then, you know, the weather's gonna get cold soon, so we've got that going. So that's one of my things that I have going on. Temperature socks are keeping up to date. I still have to finish the seahorse. I just need to like put it on my must do this week list. And I'm working on a lot of things are on hold. So I have this yarn here. It was I had started a shawl wrap thing for my friend and realized it was going to be way short, and so I ended it, and this is how far I have gotten with, yeah. But it will be plenty of wide enough for her to wrap it around herself. So it's gonna be wide, and I don't know how far up I'm gonna work it. We'll see. But I gotta get basically finished getting that started. Once that bottom edge is going, then it just repeats a pattern, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty nice. I will still leave the pattern below so you can go check it out and see what you think. What else do I have with me? Oh yes. So now that I've finished this, my thing I'm making for myself is I've got this gorgeous yarn, and I am making a sweater for myself. And I want to get that cast on this week too, because every time I go to my closet and it's Sunday and I'm like, what am I going to wear to church? And I'm like, I like this sweater, but I don't want to wear it every week to church. I want variety. So I'm going to make my sweater, get this cast on, and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I bought a pattern for it, but once it's cast on and stuff, I'll show you. Okay, so the other things going on, things we're making Thursday, I've not been working on that this month. I've been making videos, but not actually making anything. Well, I made one thing. I actually am excited for this month to be over because I don't love grinding squares. If I didn't have so many projects going, I probably would have made something granny square. And honestly, it would be so fast to hurry and whip something up. Because granny squares have so much open mesh stuff. It would be fun, but I'm not going to. Next month for September is shawls. So if you want to join us in September, please do. Tuesday videos. I have been working on an overlay mosaic crochet. My updates for that are on Tuesdays. So please go check it out, see what I've done. Please come back tomorrow, see what I've done. It's really awesome. I'm currently, I don't know if I'm going to stace or not, but the main part of it's kind of finished. So I was talking about the mosaic. I am in my first blue section. So there was a red section, then an orange, a yellow, green, and now I'm in blue. The next section will be a purple, and then it will go blue, green, yellow, orange, red. She has a rainbow border on hers, and because of the person I'm giving it to, his favorite color is purple, I'm thinking of doing just a purple border on it, or a purple and gray, because I'm using this gray color as the main background color. So I might do purple and gray, but we'll see about that part when I get there. Right now I'm focused on blue because that's the section I'm in. Mystery yarn challenge. I am getting so close to being done with my August challenge. It's so fun. It is so cute. You guys are gonna love it. If you want to see pictures, I have a way, but I'll tell you about that in well, let's just move into it because I'm done sharing my works in progress. So I have this thing where, first of all, I have a Discord channel, our server, and you can come, it's small. I want it to grow. I want to actually have a community. Discord is kind of like independently ran Facebook servers. Everybody has their own server. It started out as a gaming platform where people could do, you could do written chats, and then you could do video. There's a video chat section where you can do video or voice chats. And so it started out as that. There's a lot of role players who use it because you can have the section where it's just the story, and then you can have a section that's just chat about other things, and you can have a section with characters. My daughter actually has a role-playing server, but we don't get it on it very often because there's so much going on. But I have a server, and like I said, it's pretty small, but I expect it to grow. And there are some private channels in there that it's like a private Facebook group kind of thing. It's private, where you have to have exclusive access to get in and see it. That is one of the places that I'm sharing my Mystery Yarn Challenge updates, the secret updates. The other place, if you don't want to be in Discord, the other place that they are shared is on my Ko-fi membership. So I just set up Ko-fi memberships. Ko-fi is very similar to Patreon. So it's a platform where you can come, and there's some things that I post that are public, like I need to take a picture of this, and that will be posted there. There's sometimes I just say hi and things like that. So there's that you can do. You can do one-time donations. You can do multiple donations. And then, you could do one-time donations through Ko-fi, and then, or you can sign up for my memberships. That's what I'm trying to say. So I have 2 tiers. My lowest tier is just $2 a month. Technically, you can choose a different amount, anything 2 or above. And for that level, I am doing, you get to access to the free, or for the Mystery Yarn Challenge updates. So for $2 a month, you can see what secret projects I'm working on and get all the updates. I'm pretty sure I have it so you can do, I can't remember what all, but there's some exclusive benefits. Now, if you are in the $8 and up tier, and you choose to be in that, there's going to be live videos. There's going to be, if I put out a pattern, you get it for free. There's things. There are things. So that's if you join that membership. There's information. I will so my Ko-fi link is always in the link tree. A link tree, you click on it, pulls up a thing, gives you a whole bunch of links. It's like, here's a list of the links that matter. I have my Ravelry group in there. I I don't have a group. I have my Ravelry profile, my wish list from Ravelry if you wanted to buy me a pattern. I have my Etsy shop is linked in there. My Instagram is linked in there. Like my Facebook. Oh, did I turn off my group? I hope I did because I'm closing down my group. I just don't use Facebook enough. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of links in there. But for today, I will put the Ko-fi membership link straight in the description box. So you just have to click there. One click and you're there. So like I said, you can learn more about the benefits from each tier. If you want to join, you can join. You can do a one-time donation. You can do a membership, cancel anytime, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of it for my rambly introduction to the Ko-fi thing. Before I forget, if you like what you're seeing today, you just want to support me, be sure to hook the subscribe button, like the video, and leave some yarn in the comments. When I say leave yarn in the comments, I say leave me a comment, or you can leave me yarn emojis. I would love to know what you're working on, what's going on in your life, what kind of cows, make-alongs, crochet-alongs, knit-alongs, what kind of making alongs are you involved in? I'd love to know. I'm always curious what other people are doing. And that brings me to Wednesdays. Right now I have a yarn party. It's a free to join. You just have to send me an email saying, hey, I'd like to be there, and you can come join me. I have tried 10 to 12, and I've just decided that is way too long for me. I have so much going on in my life right now, which we'll talk about in a minute, that I am doing 10 to 11. So that is mountain time. So if you would like to come and just chat or work on your projects with me, get to know me, you get to be on video if you want to, or just voice, but you can chat with me and we can have a little conversation and stuff. Right now, I still have plenty of space. So if you are interested, let me know. Now, I am planning, as soon as I have some people in my membership, I'm planning to do a different yarn party, probably in the evening, that is member exclusive. We might be doing other things, like there might be giveaways in it. I don't know. Haven't really decided how we're going to do that, but we're going to have some exclusive yarn parties. And in those, you can be like, this time of day works better for me. And then depending on if I'm available, we can do it, things like that. Whew. So anyway, yeah, if you want to come on Wednesdays at 10 a.m., let me know. Send me an email. I will give you a link. It would be fun to have you with us. All right, let's talk about my life. One thing is I'm hearing myself talk. I keep talking like this and I'm like, got this gravelly thing in my voice. I have been practicing, really, really difficult in so many ways. I've been practicing talking in a different voice, a more intentional voice, where I'm not going into that gravelly space. I am nervous, and I'm also checking for ums. I'm not doing great. Ums and so's, those are my big words that I repeat frequently. I'm working on those as well. one of the challenges that I have when I do the soft voice, I'm calling it a soft voice because it doesn't have that gravelly thing in it, but I also feel like it doesn't have, like, I already speak quietly, and I'm worried that this is going to be too quiet. Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm going to work on it because it's better for my voice. It's better for my vocal cords. It's not as tiring. It takes more practice just because it's not something I've done. It's something I've been aware of, but it's not something I've done forever. It's something that I feel like it's very American. I know that there are other areas that it can happen in and do stuff, but it's very American to talk in our throats like that. There was an So I'm working on that. That is one of my things. And I especially need it for these longer videos where my voice gets tired. I am also working on feeling more feminine. And I say that because I wear skirts all the time. I am naturally a nurturing person. I'm naturally more feminine. But seriously, I feel clunky. I feel weighed down. I feel sharp on the inside. And I know that that is me. It's all internal beliefs about myself. My daughter and multiple people are like, you don't appear that way. You don't seem that way. And you're very soft. You're very feminine. And I'm working on it. I'm working on some of those judgments and the anger that I sometimes get inside, because I don't want to be that person. I want to be soft and feminine and a natural flow that I want to be the person that loves everybody. And sometimes I'm not, and that bothers me. So that is one of the areas of life I'm working on. Another area of life that's crazy right now is my 18-year-old son just started work. So now he's got a very set schedule, which I love because I can easily plan around his. Whereas my 19-year-old, I cannot believe he's going to be 20 in like 2 months. Well, my 19-year-old, his schedule varies, so we have to like put it in my calendar every time he gets it. It's harder to plan around that. But he's also, Wednesday I'm taking him to get his permit to do a motorcycle. I have a lot of fears about him driving a motorcycle. I am not afraid of him on the motorcycle. I know that he is more conscious of things in the world around him than a lot of people are, but still, inevitably, there's just so much craziness and so many people who don't see or just have grudges against. There's like so many things that can happen with motorcyclists. So I do have some current concerns, but I also know he's going to be as safe as he can. I would not be able to say that about all of my children, but this particular child I know will be very safe. That doesn't make it easy. But that also will clear up some of my time, at least for a while until the weather turns bad, as he'll be able to drive himself to work, because he does own the motorcycle. He just hasn't gotten all the things. He's got to learn how to maneuver it, like practice driving it before he can feel confident driving it all the way to work and all the things. So there's a lot going on. So that's one crazy. And then, but right now, it means I'm taking 2 kids to and from work, which means I'll take 1 kid, come home for a short period of time, go take another kid, come home for a short period of time, go pick 1 kid up, and most days go pick up the other kid. The other kid also gets off at either 10, 11, or 12, depending on the day of the week, because he works till close. So like last night, he got off at midnight. Actually, he gets off a little bit after because like the store closes at 12, and then they have to finishing up things. So it's usually 12:10, 12:15 that he comes out. On Fridays and Saturdays, it's that late. Most of the time, I don't have to pick him up because he works with somebody who lives close by and gives him a ride. But she didn't work this last couple of days, so I had to go pick him up last night and the night before, and I'm feeling tired. So we have that. We have all this taking people back and forth, and I figured out just my one son that's 18, if you take both of his 2 trips, one to take him there and then pick him and come back home myself, and another to go pick him up and come back home myself, that is an hour of my driving time because it takes 15 minutes to get there, 15 minutes to come home. So a half hour each trip. That is an hour of my day just taking him to work. Taking my other son is 40 minutes for 1 round trip. Plus it takes me a while to get him up and going because his schedule is kind of whack. So he has a hard time waking up. And then sometimes I have to pick him up in the middle of the night, which also has waiting time there. So that is probably, I would say, an hour, probably 2 hours of my day if I have to pick him up, between the trips there and the waiting for him and all the things. So 3 hours of my day are all devoted to this taking kids places and waiting for them and that kind of thing. Also, my 17-year-old, I'm taking her right now. We spent a lot of time yesterday going and picking up applications and talking, finding out who had online applications, who had paper applications, and who wasn't hiring. We did a whole bunch of that yesterday, and then she's got to fill out the paper applications. We've got to take them back. She's got to start filling out the online applications. There's just a lot going on. Oh, my battery's getting low. So that takes a lot of my time too. So most of my time now is doing all this for kids. Ugh, so crazy. And then I'm trying to figure out how to put in all of the videoing, the editing, all of the things, my yarn projects, my energy healing business. Do I work on it or not? Do I have time to work on it, or do I have to let the yarn stuff, like what do I let go? So that's where I'm at right now. I was hoping to talk about something else today, but I don't think I'm going to, because like I said, this is dying. My laptop is not plugged in and it's saying you're using all your battery. So with that, thank you so much for being here.